Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So this is the first Friday post January 20th. It is January 22nd, my people. How are you doing? How is your mental state? How you holding up, boo? Thank you so much for joining us for our date night. I absolutely love seeing you. I missed you. I hope you had a good week. More importantly, I hope you had some wins this week, okay? I'm super excited to hear about all of them. Welcome to date night, my loves. So much stuff happened this week. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the party started. So if you are not here or you're running late, all that matters is that you are here and I am here, and therefore we can go ahead and get started. So this week's Friday night session is actually sponsored by our special guest tonight. Her name is Chevelle Hall, and she is with Lady Virago. It is an online boutique, and we're going to get into all of that wonderfulness momentarily. So go ahead and don't hesitate to say hi. Drop into the chat what your win was this week, and we can go ahead and just love on you, what we normally do on our Friday night date nights. Okay? All right. Okay, and for my peeps and family that is actually watching on YouTube, go ahead and say hello. Hi. Go ahead and like and subscribe and hit that little bell so that you don't miss any of our lives or chats and trainings that we post onto our YouTube channel. And then again, as always, we love to invite people to our date night. So just go ahead and share it to someone you know, love, trust, and that would love to be in on this date night as well. Okay? All right. All right, so let's go ahead and roll into our weekly wins. I'll ask our special guest this too when she comes on board, but what are your weekly wins? I'm very interested to hear. And as always, I have no problem going first. So one of our weekly wins this week was, there's just so many. So I actually missed the inauguration. I rewatched it on the CNN clips that they posted on Facebook and then listened to it on my XM radio app. But the amazingness that was Michelle Obama's hair, I know that she wasn't even taking an oath or anything, but just her hair and her whole entire outfit was a complete win to my eyes. Another win that happened inside of the business this week is that we had a come to Jesus moment with one of our clients, and I am super excited to say that they are positioned to where they need to be now. And it feels so good sometimes to have working meetings, it just feels like, we got something done. We did it. I love it. So that was a huge accomplishment and win for our team and overall morale this week. And if you have a team, don't take those small wins lightly, right? So always do them big and make sure that you celebrate them, because honestly, it's very difficult to communicate with people from all walks of life, different countries, time zones, age ranges, and then people who have a vision or direction, and working together cohesively is honestly the way to win. So I'm super proud of my team, super excited for the clients that we've partnered with, and just overall, I'm just loving life right now. I made a post on my social media page how I was so happy to be the CEO and that nobody tells you about the hard days. Well, they don't, but the hard days are still good days at the end of the day because they're your days, right? They are a day in the book of your journey as a business owner. So I absolutely love it. So what I want to know is, of course, because that was my favorite moment of the inauguration, also listening to the poet. I wasn't that fond of the national anthem being sang by Lady Gaga, but it's up to you. It's your choice, basically. But I will say that I do want to know what was your takeaway from this year's inauguration, and then also from this week overall. Like, what is your actual win from this week? So I'm super excited to hear and read those in the comments later. All right. Okay, so because we have a special guest, I'm going to go ahead and do our Mission 100 right now instead of later. So our Mission 100 is we want to help Assist-U wants to help 100 businesses launch or launch a new product or service in the next 365 days. So that'll be by July. So don't miss the opportunity of finally launching your business, a new product or service, or your course or your program or whatever it may be, because we are here and ready to assist you. Okay. So you want to help me welcome our special guest? Okay, I feel like you said yes. So let me just go ahead and tell you about Ms Chevelle Hall. So Ms Chevelle Hall has a very unique story. She's unlike any other special guest or date I brought to date night thus far. She has some pretty not so everyday circumstances being a business owner. She has a couple of different extra hurdles that she has to get over and make sure she doesn't allow to block her success that the everyday entrepreneur does not have. So I'm super excited to have her join. And you guys, I went to her website before I got on here and straight up cuteness, like everything. And she models her own stuff. Like I just have to give 1,000% of kudos and applause to people who are bold enough to not only model their own stuff, but look doggone good rocking it, right? Like it's definitely a selling factor. So please go ahead and welcome Ms Chevelle.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. Fantastic. Lovely to see you. Lovely to be here with you.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us. Yes, I'm super excited for everyone to get to know you and your business. So explain to us who you are, Ms. Chevelle.
Okay, so my name is Chevelle, and I'm a mother to a beautiful little boy. He's 6. I still call him my little boy, but he will tell you otherwise. And I am also in the military, the Marine Corps to be exact, and I'm now a business owner. I launched my online boutique during the pandemic that is still going on back in October.
Nice. Okay, so let's start with the mother. So you've obviously been a mother for a couple of years. He's 6, right?
Yeah.
So how does that work? How do you balance being a mother, being in the Marines, and now being a business owner?
Well, I'm going to say it's not easy, but I do make it work. I just prioritize. I try to make sure that when I'm at work, I get everything done. And I'm also really good at multitasking. So
Okay.
while I'm at work, I'm also working on my business, but I'm also doing the Marine Corps stuff as well. It's not just put off to the side. And once I get out of work, I get in my car and I take about 30 minutes to myself
Okay.
to just decompress and everything, because I know the moment I start driving and I get home, it's mommy, 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 mommy. So, and then I go home and I just have to make him a priority because he hasn't seen me all day being at
Right.
work and him being, on well, he does go to school. He's still in school. But some days he does have virtual, but some days he does go in person. But when I come home, I try to make sure that he knows that he's a priority and I give him his time. So
Right. Well, that's good. And I applaud you for being able to balance and actually being wise enough to know you need to take that time to just, decompress, just have your time. Now, me, if I sat in the car for like 30 minutes or so, I'd probably like fall asleep. So I've actually, admittedly done that once or twice. So I love that you actually do that because you have to be there for your kids, right?
yes.
They don't understand. So why not, right? Okay, cool. All right. So so we understand the juggling between being in the service and then also having a son. So can you explain the juggling that you do now that you are a business owner since October?
When I get off of work.
Yeah. So how do you manage running a thriving boutique, which I'm going to pull up the website and share it for everybody, but how do you do that?
Well, let's just say there are a lot of late nights
Okay.
and a lot of early mornings because I have to make sure that my son goes to bed. And once he
Mhm.
goes to bed, that's when I'm burning the night fire to make sure that I get everything ready and prepped. I'm shipping orders up or I'm updating the website, and then I get my little rest, and then I wake up and I'm back at it again, making sure that everything's together and my son has his breakfast and everything is ready for when he gets up. So honestly, it's just about prioritizing. And then
Yeah.
on the weekends, I do use the weekends to work my business even more, but also I do find time to make sure I go out and spend time with my son.
Right. Instead of just working all of the time. Okay,
Yes, I
awesome.
do have to take a step back and go out and, enjoy fresh air, let him see what's going on out there and not just cooped up in the house because, oh my God, I had to get this order out. Oh my God, I had to get this done. No, I still
I
have to
know.
do me, self-care, and I still have to let him know he's loved and he gets to enjoy things. Go to the park.
See, the way that I worked around it is now I get my kids to help me inside of my business. So they'll
Mhm.
do like create little graphics or they'll type up an email for me or something. I don't send it anywhere, but at least they are like inside of it. And then I do have to block time off for me to spend with them because they're kids, right? So
Yes.
I love that. So that is something people don't really talk about. So they don't
Mhm.
really talk about how you have to spend a lot of time in the beginning. Like it is a time commitment that you are
It is.
making.
I'm
You
not
have
even gonna lie, I didn't even know what I was getting into. After
to,
these few months, I'm just like, whew, I don't know how these people do it, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna quit.
right, exactly. And I applaud you 100%. And so if you all are watching, I am showing the website. These are some of the beautiful pieces that she sourced and she has on here. And this is her. This is her as a model, people. Like it wouldn't even look like that for me. So like straight up gorgeousness. I can't with these photos. Okay, so let's talk about the process of when you were deciding to start a business. How did you land on the fact that you wanted to own a boutique?
Okay, so growing up in Jamaica, I just loved dressing up. Even if it
Mhm.
was just to just go to the bathroom, I'm getting dressed up. Dressed up to go look at myself in the mirror. And also, I
Uh-huh.
would just follow behind my older sister when she would get dressed up. Whatever she's putting on, after she takes it off, I'm putting it on too. Because I want to feel whatever she's feeling. Because she
Right.
always felt confident when she stepped out the door. And I wanted to feel that. But so it's always been stemming from just growing up and just loving fashion and love seeing women just look amazing, just beautiful. And they just look
Confidence.
so confident.
Look at this confidence. She's like, you see me in my high waisted, pump me up. I love it. Okay, so confidence and just always having a thing for fashion. Okay,
Yes.
got it. How does that parlay from, okay, I like to shop a lot to now let me sell it? When did you realize that being a boutique owner was the thing to do and that you could pick pieces that people were actually going to want to purchase?
So about 2 years ago is when I started saying, you know what? When I wear outfits, people are always like, oh my God, where did you get that from? People have always been saying that to me from even high school, actually. People are just like, even when you would dress up your little white polo shirt for school, I would have all the nice accessories, just accessorizing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always been a dream of mine to do it. But it was 2 years ago when I was just like, I'm still getting compliments to this day. And it's never a dull moment when I step out the door. I can do this. But
Mm-hmm.
I was deployed and I was just like, okay. But I still drew up the business plan and I still sat down and I got it all together. And it was during the pandemic and I was working from home and I was said, this is the time. This is the time.
That's it.
I'm working from home. This is the time. I have the time to build a website. I have the time to find pieces. I have the time to do photography. I have the time to do this. I have the time. I
Right.
have the time. I'm gonna
Yes.
do this. And I took out I walked out on faith and I just did it. I did it.
And now the response is?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. There has been some slow days, but that's expected because, people don't know me yet. They're still wondering, like, who is this girl? I'm not, I'm not giving her my coins. Who is she? So, but, as more purchases come in and more people send me photos of them in the outfits, I post them on Instagram and people are like, okay, she's legit.
Yeah, because these boutiques will just pop up, take your money, and then you won't get the stuff. Like, I remember when all of these like wig boutiques were popping up with these really affordable price wigs, and people would pay and they would never receive anything.
Yes.
It's a scam. So,
or people will tell you to DM them to order. And that's why I took the time to build a website. Like, no, I will never DM you to order. Never.
Right.
The only reason you should be DMing me is if you have an issue on the website. And also, my email address is there. You can email me. My phone number is right there. My business phone number is right there. You can call me. I will never DM you to order. So
we are 100% legit. So
yes.
From what you said, I absolutely love. I love that you realized that you had the time to build a plan. Number one, you just didn't buy a vendor's list, right? And just say, hey, I just want to do this. I'm going to go, source all these things. I want these fuzzy little slippers. You can tell that on your website, your pieces are part of collections. They're there for a reason. It's very intentional. So that's 2. And then 3, I love that you understand that you have to build a rapport. A lot of people they miss that piece and they're like, why am I not selling? I'm just going to give up in 90 days.
No, not over here.
No. Right. It's a marathon. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, you would definitely be a business bestie of mine because you get it. So, I understand it. You have the work ethic. You know that this is for the long haul. You have a keen eye for style. And I heard a little birdie told me that you're going to be coming out with a curvy line.
Yes. I'm working on it. I did a pre-launch before and it was accepted by a lot of women, but not a lot as, I'm really slim. So when people pass by the boutique on Instagram, they're just like, oh, she just caters for this person. But no, working on it and I'm going to launch it and hopefully I'll see you there and all the other curvy ladies.
Brand ambassador, I could throw on one of them curly blonde wigs. That's a small amount. I am 5'2", so we'll have to have an angle, to make
okay.
Yeah. So, but no, I think that is super exciting. I like that there's a plan. I've seen a lot of boutiques start and they kind of get stuck because they've boxed themselves in to just one type of woman that they're trying to get to. And it sounds like you're trying to be inclusive of all body types.
Yes.
On your website, you say that.
Yes. Yeah. No matter the shape or size. I want all women to be feel welcome to come to my boutique and know that they can find, a couple pieces for themselves. They don't have to be like, oh, I can't shop here. She doesn't cater for me. No.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Okay. So what do you think, in the next 3 years or 5 years, how do you expect this boutique to grow? Do you think eventually you'll have a brick and mortar or are you going to stay online?
Wow. Wow. It makes me want to cry just thinking about 3 years because I'm already excited because I feel like there's so much. I feel like there's so much ahead for me. But I would love to have a brick and mortar. But I think I'm going to just focus on building online presence first. Okay. And then the brick and mortar will come. So who knows? It may come in 3 years. It may come in 5, but it is a goal of mine. Also, being from Jamaica, a lot of my customers are from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So my first brick and mortar might be home in Jamaica.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Nobody says it has to be here in the States. Absolutely.
Exactly. Not. So I do have a plan, maybe, but not maybe. It will happen. Yes. I'm not going to say in 3 years, but the plan is to have a brick and mortar.
We're going to stay close, right? I say this to some people, behind the scenes when I'm telling them the goodbye, I'll tell them let's be friends. I'll follow you. But no, I'm going to tell you on camera. So I'm held accountable. I like you and I like your business, and I like the
Thank
thought that
you.
you put behind it. I love that you're a mother, and I love that you can do something I can't do, which is run. And I just feel like you have to have people in your life and in your business circle that you can learn from. And I feel like definitely I can learn a lot from you.
Right back at you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so last question I want to ask you, and then I'll let you go because
Okay.
it's date night, but it's Friday night, right? So, so a question that I want to ask you is about changes. So now that you are a business owner, how has your mindset changed?
Oh man. Oof. My mindset. At first, at first it was all over the place. But my
Mhm,
mindset right now is you you created a business.
mhm.
You can do more, girl.
You can do
Like
anything.
I can do anything I want to. And then also I'm just thinking, you know what, maybe it's time to hang up the boots and get out the Marine Corps and, focus on this business. And then I also want to bring my son into it, maybe bring out his a little kids line that, I can teach him how to grow, how to be a business owner from a very small age.
Yep.
So my mindset, I'm not just determined. It's go, go, go over here. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I love that. My business, we talk about building legacies. And
Yes.
the fact that you're now on a legacy mindset is amazing. You'll never go back. I'm just telling you, you'll never go back. Every decision you make, you will be thinking about how is it going to affect the long haul.
Facts.
It's working towards my long-term goal. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's exciting. It's like, oh my gosh, I get to decide which brick is now going to be laid in my journey.
Journey. Yes. Yes.
That's
It's
amazing.
like
Okay.
I I love serving my country. I love it. I love getting up in the morning and knowing that I'm serving my country. But I feel like I get more joy out of running my own business.
That's kind of how it always is. So to be honest, it's more of a headache. It can be more stressful, but it's always going to be more rewarding. It's
Yeah.
always going to teach you things that, through the journeys, through the experiences, than what you can get from anywhere else. Business ownership is not made for the weak for a reason. And I think you're going to shine, honestly.
Thank
And I
you.
think whatever you decide you want to help your son create, based off of just what I've seen on this website, the care that you've put in to naming things, to putting your logos on each of the photos. And because I've helped run photo shoots and I've been a part of photo shoots, I know the time it takes, right, to plan and to execute them and to edit everything. Like there's nothing left on this website that you have not done. And that tells me that you are meticulous and that you care. And whatever you help your son do, it's going to also be equally as successful. So
Thank you.
I think you got a good one on your hands, is all I'm going to say.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
You're so welcome. I'm so glad I met you. I'm so
Me
happy
too.
that group. So, okay, you guys, I think I've loved on Chevelle along. You guys might get jealous over here, right? So I'm gonna say, Ms Chevelle, thank you so much for coming to our
Of
date.
course. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're welcome back anytime.
Okay.
Definitely hit me up about the brand ambassador for the Curvy line. If you have if you have a few minutes to go backstage, I'm gonna give you a proper goodbye. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All righty.
I'm gonna say bye. All right, you guys. This was another very successful date night. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you missed it, go ahead and just re-watch, because her website, and I have it down in the ticker tape, her website is phenomenal. Please support, please share her pieces. Let me just pop it up again one more time. Her pieces are amazing. And if you missed there was an image on her front page of this skirt, this one and this one. Hold on, it's gonna come. It stays sold out, and she's going to replenish them just for the spring. So don't sleep on Ms Chevelle, you guys. And again, what I want you to take away from her story is she started this beautiful, thriving boutique in the midst of a pandemic. If you can make the time, you can make the plan, and you can make the business, and hopefully make the money. So until we meet next time, which I think will be on Monday, you guys have a great night, and I'll miss you. Bye.